This week's episode of the Deckchair and Yumz podcast is brought to you by Sons of Oligarchy. I said it wrong, didn't it? The oligarchy. You get the idea. Fucking Tories, play the intro. Yeah, what's up, motherfucker? Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? You're very welcome back to another episode of the Deckchair and Yumz podcast with me, comrade Mickey Bartlechev, and
Kieski.
Kieski. Connor Kieski.
Oh, yeah.
World War III. Seems to be over. Steven Seagal fixed it. Oh, well timed.
Yes.
What up?
Get over here!
That's what the Russian or the Ukrainian Prime Minister said when he was all
After he did a pirouette.
a pirouette. So you're all very. Hopefully, this podcast finds you well, and whatever planet you've moved to. I'm glad to see we've reached out. This took place in the year 2022, which is of course the last year.
The last year of
anything. Of anything. It was the last time.
Internet, money, anything. Welcome to the dystopia.
Putting the dope in dystopia. Deckchair and Yumz. It's very good to be here. The final. Do you think when people look back on this as a broadcast, like when you watch World War II, and they're like, Churchill has claimed that Hitler is a nice man.
I think they'll look at our footage and go, it was time for a reset.
I don't know.
The timing was right.
I feel like if this, say for example, we can't do podcasts anymore, they should employ me to be not a war correspondent, but just to narrate the war footage.
Oh yeah.
So like June 1944. Take that, Kaiser. We're about to hit the Kratz, shot right in the Jack Johnson. Here's Chamberlain signing the treaty with Hitler. What a good man. Loved a moustache. Do you like smoking cigarettes? Look at this woman's legs. I think we should do the same thing. We probably could just do that as a sketch for like other war footage.
Just in general.
Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, 9/11.
I think you should be narrating everything. You should narrate a GA match like that.
That would be fucking great, wouldn't it, actually? Yeah. That would be fucking lethal. And here comes McCluskey for Armagh. Get a good season over the bar. 2 points. What's 1 point? I don't know. I'm British.
Oh, good save.
Thank you very much. Works for anything. Works for any kind of footage at all.
It would actually.
Here's Anne Frank raving at a camera.
She must be studying.
And we see now the president passing him past the motorcade and off with his head. There appear to be 4 shots coming from the grassy knoll. Anyway, Lee Harvey Oswald. Smoke Marlboro cigarettes. Good for you. Good for your lips. Good for your head. Sorry, JFK. No offense.
We're getting
This footage from the Zapruder film is brought to you by Anadin Extra. Got a headache? Take 2 of these. Sorry, JFK, that was 3. Call that a magic bullet? And Summers.
Bet you poor Jackie Kennedy never bought one.
Oh, Jesus, no, but she did buy Vanish to get the dress cleaned. Great there.
Oh,
like me and Woolworths back in the day, just picking bits. I watched the JFK documentary over the weekend, and I can't stop thinking about it.
You gotta laugh when there's a world war happening.
Oh shit! I mean,
So what else is there for it?
at least
You
we'll get
laugh
it. At
or you
least,
cry.
at least we'll get a tan. Look out the window and think, just me, that's fucking early, isn't it?
Or a third hand.
Aye. Well, I will say this about nuclear fallout. Quite drying.
Oh Jesus! Oh, great day for Diane.
Just great day for drying. Just get the sheets done, the trousers, the shoes. Even I'd put trainers in.
See that heavy duty coat by it?
I said, the one time you get it dry. No, I'd shake the dust off it.
Aye.
You win.
But it's a work coat. It's all grand.
I seen a thing about from it was like the US military handbook about what to do during nuclear fallout.
Fuck, it'll be good.
I don't know if it's from the 60s or if it's been updated or what, but it's like, basically get into your basement. Thank God I've got one of them in the fucking top floor flat. I'm going to have to go downstairs to the fucking cheaper flats. Oh, excuse me, do you mind if I come in here for the bombs? And they were all Eastern European, so I don't know whose side they were. But it was things like I always thought nuclear fallout, you just melted, but it seems if you get caught outside, just take the clothes off and have a shower. Just wash it off. I didn't realise it was easier to manage than fucking pollen.
It's pretty much. It's a wee bit
I mean,
stronger.
it's
a wee bit
one.
stronger than pollen, but yeah, same principle.
I do believe the fallout sneeze is a violent one.
And it is.
Do you know what I mean?
The nose
you
comes
sneeze and
like.
your fucking tongue flies out of your nostril. But still, good party trick.
Did I see somewhere where they invaded Chernobyl?
It must have been hard.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Just one guy there with a hand out of his forehead. I will fight you with one hand tied behind my back. Other hand is, of course, on my face.
It's not really much of an invasion. You'd imagine being in the operation room and they've taken Chernobyl and you're going, and what?
Yeah.
Thank fuck they can take
Didn't
it.
realise we were being invaded by the Irish army here. Stupid fucks.
Oh, yeah. So welcome to the bunker. We may have to go to a bunker. I don't know if we'll be able to communicate in the future.
That's going to be hard to do a podcast with two empty tins, isn't it? Two empty tins on a string. Mask and all. I'll fucking wear a mask now.
We shouldn't laugh because, you know,
it is strange that, and yes, obviously the impending World War III is of course terrible, but the fact that our generation are now watching a war on TikTok,
yeah,
is funny to me.
Yeah,
that it'll be like scroll up. You want the bamba? You want the G with the big boys?
And everything they
then
see.
it's his son fucking crying because he's to stay behind and fight a war with his dad while his man fucking. If that's not, by the way, if that's not fucking sexist, I don't know what is.
Very.
Do you know what I mean? Keep the women back too.
No, women can be fucking fierce
Right.
fighters.
Strap the children to tanks.
Oh,
So who's going to blow that up?
like
Look at their wee faces.
like a wee doll at the front, you know, like on a lorry.
A big tail.
Tape it up and all, put a wee dress.
Sure, you couldn't get mad at the wee face.
Look at the wee face.
We shouldn't even joke about that because that is actually terrible. It's hard to think of what else to talk about apart from World War III, innit? And we've already we've done Just Rabbit on earlier, so.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what you want to hear. I should here from the start. Should apologise to anybody who had tickets to go see me in Armagh and Antrim last weekend. Had to put the gigs back on account of my skin falling off, like I've already been in the nuclear fallout. The hands and the feet. The old fucking wounds of Christ Bartlett strikes again. I couldn't pick up a mic or get a foot in the shoe, so I had to just fucking put it back a wee bit. And ironically, the day of the gig, I was dead on.
Oh, always the way, isn't it? Yeah. Always the fucking way, yeah. Is that why you went out for pints at the weekend, though?
I don't know, stressed out from losing all that money. Fucking 3 months rent.
So over the weekend, then we had. I was.
You had the commitments, hadn't you?
I had the commitments.
Mustang, Sandra.
Committed. Yeah, we had a good night actually. Yeah, turned out very well.
What's your favourite song to sing as your man from the commitments?
Well, Mustang Sally's the one that everybody wants to hear, but Try a Little Tenderness.
I fancy you when you sing that one.
Try a Little Tenderness is a cunt of a song, and like halfway, we have a set of 34 songs.
Fuck.
And I sing 28 of them, I think.
Fuck. You remember all the words though?
Yeah. Oh, memorize the words. But halfway through the set, whenever I would go off for a song when one of the girls would sing, and I'd be walking past them and I'm going, I am fucking dreading tenderness. And that's a phrase I've never thought I'd ever hear before. But you're going, I am dreading tenderness.
Said the dominatrix.
It's a beast of a tune, but when it works, it's good, yeah.
You got to.
All right, that's the part at the end when I give it really fucking.
You give the full Eddie Murphy from Shrek.
Oh, yeah. Otis takes over at that point, you know.
Oh, Jesus, sorry.
Yeah, it's great. It's fucking hard work.
And tell me, did you get the dick wet after?
Well,
because I had a bucked you. I saw a video up on Instagram and I thought to myself, that Connor Keys boy there, I'm telling you, sir, there's nothing give me a white on more than good singing.
There's was it Eddie Murphy that did say it in one of the stand-ups years ago?
Singers Delirious, yeah.
Singers get all the pussy.
Because Mick Jagger is an ugly motherfucker.
That's right. And I am an ugly motherfucker. But yeah, you definitely. I said to my wife, I was like, if you weren't there and I wasn't with you, I know I could have got lucky on Saturday night. The looks you get. No, it could have been maybe just because I was singing, like whatever. But,
yeah, well, I suppose. But I often find that too. Sometimes even in comedy, from the stage, you can mistake a yawn as somebody being horny.
No.
When you're standing, you're looking down.
Oh no, I've said this before. No,
you're like, is she coming? No, she's falling asleep.
There's nobody falling asleep in my gigs.
Oh, well, that's just, obviously you haven't been one of mine.
No, what I would say is that there's a.
She's gagging for it.
That's the look that you get apart from.
And then she goes like that. And you go, oh right.
But you can see the difference between comedy and music is
about £50 a ticket.
About that.
£50.
The
what more gin on my table?
there's not a lot of gyration at the comedy gig. Now there's some.
You weren't in Portaferry.
There's some, but not a lot of dancing at the gig, and so you can tell when you're singing and there's females dancing to you. Mm-hmm. That's you can tell. Just there's a wee sign. It's not a yawn.
It says wet floor.
There was there was a big hole and it wasn't a yawn. You know what I mean?
One of the girls from Slim World, was it?
She was there.
Big hole.
She thought it was Monday.
Oh, Jesus.
She thought, fuck a wide crowd here for this for me.
Jesus Christ, I had a chip on the way down to.
I need to fucking do something about Slim World or some sort of way because it's not until I got to about song number 4 out of 34 where I went, fuck, I'm not fit.
Man, I've the same now. Obviously, if you've been listening to this for a while, you know I haven't done any real workouts. And I did a workout 2 weeks ago. Took me a week to get over it. It's getting bad having me back. But I did hit a point where this morning I was putting freshly washed jeans on. And I had to do that. Do you know that weird thing when you're putting jeans on as a fat man where you have to kind of like bend down and snake yourself into the jeans?
There's a knack to it.
Do you know what I mean?
You have to catch the jeans unaware.
Yeah, you have to kind of.
You
pass the jeans.
You lull them into a false sense of security.
Yeah, so it's like you're not stretching the denim, but you are folding yourself in.
Aye.
I imagine it's like making a burrito. You kind of have to give it that.
You have to get it. Yeah, you have to get it real tight. Now, if it bursts.
Oh, here, I don't even want to think about that.
I've had a few burst burritos.
That's the thing is, that's the problem. So I never get fat around the ass, the legs. Mine's all in the danger zones.
Oh yeah,
which is what I used to call my fists. But obviously, I can't call them that anymore. You know what I mean? I just call them the bottom of the Pringles can.
Dangerous, you might catch something on it.
Well, very rude, by the way. I posted a photo up my Facebook the other night thinking it was funny. And well, it wasn't that it was funny. I was in Tesco's, Connor. Where do you fucking hear this, right? I was in Tesco's and I was just dandering up the aisle.
Just dandering
up the aisle, minding my own business.
As you do.
I was with the woman.
Of course.
I looked at the shelf and I seen Tesco own brand anal lubricant. And I says to her, I says, wouldn't you be fucking raging?
Fuck.
If you went home with a fella some night and he goes, listen, don't you worry about it, daughter. I have just the thing for you. And he pulled out Tesco's lube.
Not even name brand.
Just Tesco's unflavoured lube.
Sir.
Tastes like cheap, if you ask me.
Fucking Jesus.
And it made me think 2 things. One, they should rename their slogan, makes it easier for mum.
Yeah.
Because Iceland aren't using that.
No.
But I mean, that would be.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in what comes out of the vagina, but I imagine if a baby was coming out of a vagina, you just lube the inside of it.
But if it's for anal lube, I mean, their own catchphrase works. You know, every little helps.
Every little helps. Yeah, I was thinking every little felch. But I put a photo up of me holding it, and the amount of people that went, "Look, fuck it, maybe use it in your hand, you scabby cunt." And I thought, I'm going to take this hand and ram up your ma's hole, you fucking cheeky bastard. And then I thought to myself, where did my dad even get Facebook?
Body shaming, I get it all. Sorry.
I was fuming only because it's a medical condition.
Exactly.
It's not like I just have dry hands.
You don't have a choice on that.
Yeah.
Whereas I do. I choose to look like this.
Why wouldn't you? It suits you. If you got skinny now, you'd look weird as fuck. Your neck would go all fanny.
Somebody said that and started. Ronan Boyle, who went and got the bariatric sleeve and the turkey, flew to Turkey, and lost like 5 stone. His wife was like, if you got the sleeve, you'd be gorgeous. And I was like, God, fuck yourself, I'm gorgeous now.
Aye.
Bastard.
Fucking you don't need...
Breaking my heart.
I don't need cosmetic enhancements to be a sexy bastard.
That was me and a tux fucking singing my heart out.
Plus,
still not good enough.
I'd love to... Do you know who's a fucking belter? Do you know Ethan Supley?
Is it Supley or Supley? Yeah.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
Yeah.
My name was Earl's big fat mate. Who's now a fucking
beast
tank. And was he in the front? I don't know if it was on the front of Men's Health, but there was a photo of him, and you can see his abs. He's ripped, but the loose skin is an issue.
I would always have that fear. That's why I don't do it.
I'm the same. I'm at that point. 35 next week. I'm like, right, when does the skin start to become that fucking like? If I lose a good bit of weight now, am I going to have loose skin? Do you know what I mean? Walking about like you're in one of them squirrel suits.
Aye, but you're so top heavy.
It's a miracle I can stand.
The gravity might just.
I think I'm beyond the dream of ever having like a pec. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm always going to have a wee ditty. I think even if I got into like
did have
Olympian
pecs for a
level
while
shape,
there.
no, but they were still tit underneath it. Even now I haven't worked out, but you can still like I'm pigeon chested.
Yeah.
There's still.
But mine's just soft. Look at that. That's pure natural.
When I do it there, does it too? Like.
Oh no, but I mean, like, get in there, feel that sound like.
Oh, wow, that's weighty.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm alright. Fuck you.
You could touch yourself to that one, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't.
I kind of want to go with that.
I usually charge $150.
Sorry, I just need to rethink some things.
You got the bigger thing. You
Change my Bumble profile here.
You got the bigger one too.
You know what big one or wee one of you?
Nah, they're both big.
Class. That's what I'm kind of trying to avoid is when I remember one time because I've been fatter than this,
right,
in the past, and I remember one time seeing my tit come from like here, and I was like, oh no, what's happened again?
Oh yeah.
Live on air, I've just realised.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, there's no muscles there anymore.
Oh.
That's no, boys.
That's fucking lovely, Mick. It's more cushion for the pushing.
Aye, but she doesn't do much pushing. She couldn't. She's all the size of me and the size of her.
That's true. Aye. And the physics will come into play in that.
What I always say is, for me, I need a woman with a good strong back. So you can put the belly on top of it like a backpack, and walk away.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
And she just put the
I'll just throw my belly on top of the back, on top of your ass there, pet, like a jack. Oh, no offense, Jack. Do you know what I mean? And slap away at it there from the rear, from bogey on the 6.
And just you keep reaching behind like you're trying to get something in the front pocket. Like that there.
Do you like wee reach around, do you?
No, I'm saying that she would do it for you, know.
I don't need it. I don't have the length for a reach around. There's
not
not much sticking out of it.
No,
do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I just meant a wee finger up the ass, like, you know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't find my way through that.
No.
I've told you a minute, I wouldn't put a doctor through it.
Nah.
I wouldn't. Looked at it one time, never looked at it again. Still see it in my dreams.
No, I haven't seen this since I was 17 now.
No, I looked at it in a mirror one
And
time.
I would imagine now, just from an agricultural purpose, it wouldn't be great looking now. I'd say it's a field that hasn't been tended well.
Aye.
The shocks kind of fall, you know what I mean?
One of them fields you go, fuck, we need to trim that hedge. Spilling over into the lane here. You can barely drive around it, fuck's sake. It's not a sheep. No, it's a bit of fluff. Aye. I know what you mean. I reckon my ass is probably something so. There's a McDonald's wrapper in it for. Isn't McDonald's anywhere near it? But there's still a wrapper.
It's lost all its colour.
Aye, yeah.
Long.
Like a Sprite bottle turned white. Bleached in the sun.
Oh.
Aye.
So hopefully that was
the lid of a Miller bottle.
Nice and visual image for you there. Of a beautiful field.
I do worry. Like I don't know. I do worry about if I ever have to really let a doctor go up my ass.
Same as that, man.
I think I'd go to beautician first. I know doctors see some fucking terrible things, but fuck me. It's the mouth of hell back there, like.
Oh, absolutely. I would be. I have horrors thinking about it, and I know it's probably worse than what I'm thinking.
I looked at my asshole one time. Thanos stepped through it.
It's the fist.
Aye. Yeah, it was looking for the soul stone. The arsehole stone.
Hey.
On tour currently.
For £1 a week, folks. For £1 a week.
Cold rain. Friday night. Come on down. Brickwork Thursday.
Oh, well, it'll be probably.
You just turn to the Boris Johnson every week.
Yeah, if you're listening to Spotify, it was last week.
Oh, fuck right.
Yeah. Oh,
I got cold.
Oh, nice.
There's nothing I fucking hate.
Cold tea? I think cold tea's alright.
No. I'm just lube up here to fucking vomit.
Do you ever have an iced tea, no?
Iced tea's not cold tea, but it's a different thing.
Oh, it's everything altogether. I'm just wondering.
That's not peach flavour, for example. Lipton's.
Lipton's.
Lip that there. Fucking, that really took me by surprise.
So yeah, I was a very sore throat yesterday from the singing. So a lot of
there's singing now.
Singing,
that boy there was at mass again. Huh? Singing "No Father Leave Me Alone." He says, "Fuck's sake, what do you like? Sucking cocks is what he was doing." That he was there. Fuck, that's why he says tenderness. He goes, "Go easy on me." Thought he was Adele for a second. Fuck's sake. Speaking of Adele's, you want to see his computer?
No, I got to bed at 3 o'clock and had to wake up at 7.
Fuck.
Yeah, with my beloved.
3 o'clock?
Our little jam, yeah.
Just couldn't turn off.
Yeah, we didn't actually. The last chord struck at like 5 to 1. That was us finishing at
Fucking
5 to
hell.
1, so we were late. And then, so it was about 3 o'clock. So my wife then, she, not often the critter gets out, so she had a few gins. She had a wee Mickey night. And,
You just for I drive.
I was driving away, yeah, but it was never have to worry about the night. It's always the next morning. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to get up with our little gem. And so I got up yesterday morning, having just literally only went to bed and spent the whole day getting battered.
Well.
So that's what I said to him. I was like, the fucking joy of anything good you do kind of gets sucked out of things. You're like, oh, for fuck,
Aye.
what was the point? Last night I was being danced at.
Aye. I went out for a couple of drinks in Lurgan on Saturday.
Oh Jesus!
And haven't been out on a Saturday night. Obviously, it's very post-COVID now. Do you know what I mean? It's very normal. People are standing at the bar talking to the barman.
Yeah.
And I also got to see
It's weird, that isn't it?
two generations below me of definitely not legal enough to be in a bar. And saw a young fella drinking a Purple Death that I haven't seen. And I literally
What's Purple Death? Hold on, I'm
double red aftershock and blue double KD. And as he walked past me, I went, "Is that a fucking Purple Death?" And he was like, "Aye, lad, aye." And I was like, 35, you can call me lad. This moisturizer's fucking lethal. Receding hairline and bitch tits. He's like, "Well, lad, keep well, aye, lad."
He must have been, is lad's definitely Toronto, no matter what age you are. Is lad a normal thing? No? Or
Yeah, a
Lurgan
lot of
thing?
people just say lad.
Or is it
It's
lad?
do you know it's the
Yes,
one
lad.
it's the one familiarity kind of word that I remember reward going to me. I fucking hate people calling me lad because it feels like they're calling me a boy.
All right.
And I never had an issue with it until a 17-year-old with a Purple Death went, "Well, lad," and I was like, "Boy, you best not call me lad."
I treat lad the same as mate. Same thing.
See, mate and dude I can deal with.
Dude,
Buddy,
dude.
pal, chief, squire, all that. Buddy,
lad-
lad, for some reason, I'm just going to be a bit
Buddy
fucking-
pal chief, I don't mind, but dude now.
Buddy, pal, chief, and I, by the way, together. Well, buddy, pal, chief.
That
Yeah, that's
well, buddy, old pal, old friend of mine.
that.
And it was,
Yeah. Horse. I like horse.
I do like horse.
Well,
but
horse.
Horse only works.
Colin Murphy can call you horse and you giggle a wee bit.
But McCartney calling you horse is how it should be done properly.
Aye.
Yes, horse. You know.
I say I like horse.
Horse.
Well, what about you, horse? What
There
about
was
you,
any other animals we use for greetings?
You cheeky monkey.
Cheeky monkey, maybe. Get into that room, you heifer. That one, no.
Yep, could be used. She's an old cow.
It's not a cow. He's a bull root.
Yeah. Yeah. I never thought of a bull root being a bull's dick before until just this very moment.
What do you think it was?
And I just thought it was a bull root. I'd never thought about it. Now I'm wondering, have I ever seen a bull's dick and now I need to know what it looks like?
Because bull bowler.
James, Google bull root there. Click images, just go past the articles.
Yeah, bull root would be a good name for a band, isn't it? Welcome to the stage, bull root.
The bull roots?
You're like, nah, we changed the name to bull boner. It doesn't work, bull boner.
Yeah, bull erection.
But nah.
Nah, definitely not.
Yes,
The
that's-
engorged bull sounds like a bar. We'll go to the engorged bull first and then we'll head up to the duck slaps.
We had Scottish ones over the weekend, and they're fucking everybody's hen, every female.
Aye.
All right, hen. Yeah, I got it.
I've told you about the Scottish girl, I've told this story before, who told my mates I was gay because I wouldn't shag her.
Right.
We were at a wedding and she was like, "Your pal's gay, by the way." Just because I wouldn't bug her. And she was like, you're either gay or you've got an STI. I swear you're not having sex with me. And I was like, no, you're why I'm not having sex.
Can there be a third
Do you know what I
option?
mean? Yeah, can there be a third option of I don't feel very wooed?
And I don't have wood.
Aye. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, again, one of those situations where you go, if I said that to you,
Exactly. I was just thinking the very same thing in my head. Going,
Sure.
the man's going up to one and you must.
Man's not the-
Which is the old cliche going on. They must be lesbian.
no, but it is that there. I dare say it's probably like I doubt there's many women in the world have just flashed their gash and it hasn't been filled immediately.
No, they are a minority.
Aye, I've said it many times before. The ugliest woman in the world could be standing outside and just loudly to her friend exclaim, "Fuck, I'd love a buck," and there'd be a queue forming behind her. Do you want me to take care of it for you?
And around her and in front of her.
In front of her, aye. Just next, like the post office. Hole number 1, please.
Special delivery.
Have you any 2.5D?
Here, I need you to sign for that.
Be careful you don't get Hermes. Do you know what I know we talk about conspiracy theory quite a bit, right? But I think the biggest lie in the world is Hermes is on its way. See, every time I get something delivered and they go, oh, it'll be delivered by Hermes, I go, well, I'll never see it. I just gave you money for fuck all.
You'd wonder how many claims come through the courts of people just being hit in the fucking head by fucking Hermes parcels because they fucked them.
Hermes are the ones who'd be like, we'll try their best.
Ah, well, we opened it one day and we threw it out through the fucking door.
I shouted, here I have this, as I drove past at high speed and didn't stop.
Did you not hear me?
Did you get your email? I tell you what, fucking the Tories have delivered better than Hermes.
If anybody from Hermes would like to sponsor the podcast, please let us know.
If anybody from the Tory party would like to go fuck yourself.
Or if anybody from Hermes would like to deliver a parcel on time.
If anybody from Hermes would like to be treated like a Tory, and I'll tell you go fuck yourself. Joey, what's the brown one that Jim Carrey pretended to be at the start of Ace Ventura? UPS.
UPS, yeah.
Yeah. One. And FedEx turn up, that's when you know you're in trouble. Hashtag Ghislaine Maxwell. Hashtag assassinations. Hashtag never forget.
Never forget it.
I'll never forget at all. Can't mind though.
No, funny enough. Tom Hanks worked for them, didn't he?
It was I Cast Away. Speaking of Cast Away, my psoriasis is acting up again. I near farted there, but I definitely getting old. I had to go to a fart.
Oh no.
Like I had to go.
You had to send an
to
actual verbal signal to your ass.
Yeah,
and go,
I had to go. Brain, stop that. And brain was all what?
I was just opening the door here.
Well, I was just painting pictures. What happened? Don't shit. Gotcha. 100%, mate. 100%. Tasted. I had a taste explosion in my mouth. Mm-hmm. Jameson now doing orange flavored whiskey.
Ooh.
And I'm telling you now, Connor Keys.
You said Jameson there. I thought you said James is now doing. I was like, James, you doing whiskey?
Fuck if he is. I'm telling the woman doing this podcast.
So Jameson is orange flavored whiskey.
No, it's only 30%.
I don't like anything to get all.
See, it's only 30%. So I think it's essentially like an old
like
fashioned.
a liqueur, almost. Then if it's 30%.
I don't know. I'd seen an ad for it, and then I seen it in the bar, and I went, "Guess I'll double one of them, see what the crack is." And it was fucking unbelievable.
Nice.
The one thing I'll say now, yesterday we talked about this sort of off air. I had a fair bit to drink. I had about 2 to 3 pints. Again, as you know,
of Jameson?
Of beer.
Oh, right, okay.
But I shouldn't be drinking, right? But I was like, it was one of them weeks where I just said,
fucking world war's breaking it. Like, of course you know.
I'm not fighting a war sober.
Fucking drink, son.
The
You
Lord
trying to tell me Putin's not having a vodka?
fucking you're telling me. The Lord tells me you can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
Just don't drink any Russian drinks.
I was sticking the Irish one. I was getting and get up into the house, beating a man all fucking. You get your bitch. He says
fucking local.
But didn't have a hangover. Apart from my arse did not stop. Just farting, not shitting now. Just the worst farts.
A lot of zest.
Man, to the point where I was like, I've missed an opportunity not recording every one of these. Because I dare say, if you added them up, I farted for an hour straight.
Nice.
Nice. It was constant.
Now, hold on now. Jameson wouldn't do that. Was there any food consumed?
I did have a curry chip and chicken goujons on the way home.
That will do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Was it, in fairness to you.
There's the gas.
Do you know one of those
There's the gas
do you know when you go to the chip, you go, I'm not that hungry, but a wee something, and then you eat the entire something plus both the dips. Yes, it does make sense actually. A lot of grease. Also explains why my nose is covered in zits. Like, why am I going through puberty again? Oh, why? Because you ate nothing but fat.
But there's good fat.
It wasn't. It was goujon fat. Oh no, it was bad fat. It's not omega-3. It's omega minus 12.
Not good. We now have a just when you mentioned chicken goujon. What do you get in chicken goujons?
Chicken goujons, curry chip, and taco dip. So you dip the chicken goujons in the taco dip, and then you have a curry chip as well.
So there's a local eatery here in Oma who has recently got TikTok famous because of their chip wrap.
See, rap and everything. There's been a couple of TikTok but stars have emerged in the last year or so, and all they do is rap takeaways.
Well, this is what's happened. Is this person?
And I don't mean they go chicken chow. I mean
no.
That was heck as fuck. I'm really sorry.
This person has like a burger hut, and then put chips, goujons, cheese, curry sauce all into the wrap and wrap the whole thing up. But then
you stick it in the German. No, the guy from TikTok does it.
There's some guy on TikTok who does all this, and so then this local place sent a message or tagged him in it and went, "What do you think of our wrap?" And then he liked it and shared it, so then it got fucking famous. So now they're coming from all over to come for this chip wrap.
Yeah.
For one guy.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental.
got addicted to watching his videos, and it is essentially like he puts a takeaway in a massive tortilla, and then he puts it in a George Foreman, but he goes, it's time to put it in that German, and then he just keeps calling it a juicy bad boy. Look at this juicy bad boy. Oh, I can't wait to get this cut open, juicy bad boy. And then he cuts it open on a Scooby-Doo plate with a fucking butter knife or a bread knife, and then takes a bite. But he obviously has, I don't know if he has decent sound equipment, or for whatever reason, when he bites it, you go, I'm fucking starving. It's the worst. It's
maybe there's a fucking. Do you know the way there's a? Maybe there's a set sound effect for those fucking food bloggers that can use.
It's like a weird crunchy squelch
because
like,
you know,
and you go, I'm fucking starting. Have we any wraps?
You know the famous.
Do we have any wraps? Curry sauce. you start really thinking. Can you put some?
You know the famous scream.
The Wilhelm scream.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, something like that. There's a food blogger that uses the same crunch and same.
I remember when I first learned of the Wilhelm scream was when Boba Fett died.
Right.
But because it's in every Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And then I realised it's in every movie.
Every movie, nearly, yeah.
It's also the same as I've mentioned the crying baby effect from EastEnders is always the same one. I gotta go. She's crying. Baby's crying. Gotta fucking go. Baby's not even in it.
Oh, that baby's 37.
Sonya's had a baby. Baby's going.
It's the baby's 40th birthday.
Aye.
Which was recorded in fucking 72.
Yeah, I gotta go, mate. I gotta go. Baby's fucking crying, isn't he? I haven't seen EastEnders in years.
Yeah, no, it's in every film or most films that has any action or any. Yeah. So maybe the food bloggers have a wee to make you go.
It definitely works straight. Like, get it in that German. I nearly bought a George Foreman because I've told you before. Told you last week. I am very, very open to advertising.
I think we all are.
The amount of times I've bought jackets going Wolverine, where's that?
No, I've never done that.
I'm ridiculous for it, man. I couldn't fucking believe that Air Jordans went up so much after that Last Dance documentary came out, and I'm still gutted that I can't get a pair.
Right, okay.
I'm a 35-year-old balding overweight man, and I want to walk about in basketball shoes. Who the fuck do I think I am?
Yeah.
You think you're in the fucking Chicago Bulls or something? You're gonna wear fucking. Sorry, I can't get this voice out of my head. Right? You're gonna wear fucking basketball shorts, fucking throw a ball about like a fucking faggot. I don't know why. Once I start doing it, people can't get out of it.
I thought you were going elsewhere.
I
didn't know whether you settled on faggot there. But I was like,
I know.
Right, okay.
I was going. Yeah, I could have. I could have used the M word, not the N word. Hey, you fucking moly, huh?
Yeah.
That one. Where does that come? What does Mouligna mean? Is it just Italian for N word, or is there a thing behind it?
I think it's eggplant.
Nope,
there's something. Yeah.
They're making a. Is that a joke about the size of the dicks?
No, I think
it's the colour.
I think it's only in the 21st century that an eggplant has been used as a sign for emoji for dick. I think it is. I don't know. Somebody will James check that out for me. Like it's just when Mickey recovers there. I think it's something to do with eggplant or aubergine, as we call it.
I'm mortified.
Oh, Jesus.
Racist Italian bastards. Fuck me. It's not, is it? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ.
I remember years ago when watching Sopranos thinking, what the fuck are they saying? What is that in Italian? And then when I seen it, I remember, oh my God. But yeah, it's now that you went a wee bit racist
my head
on
is,
your thoughts.
My head is, because the emojis used so much about, but they're not purple. Fuck me.
Yeah. So you just said the Italian N-word?
I don't know. I don't speak Italian.
Napoli.
Yeah. That's that ice cream with 3 different colours, isn't it? Notice one of them isn't black. Fucking hell. I'm scundered.
That's that fucking Napoleon ice cream. Yeah, you get that.
I am fucking embarrassed that I had it because you were going. I'm not saying it. I'm going. What's he thinking? Why's Connor pulling that weird face? Why's Connor keep using the sign language for fuck up, stop talking? Like, where is that?
Well, in a way, I was glad you said it because people classed me as racist for using the actual N word a couple of weeks ago. But
Did
so now I remember I was saying about the Chris Rock bit between difference between.
Oh yeah. Did you say it though?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't here for that.
Oh, you did.
I wasn't here for that.
You did because you went, "Oh, it's very racist." I was like, I was quoting the bit of Chris Rock.
Oh, aye, that bit. Do you ever see that bit in The Office where he keeps going to do it and they're like,
I started watching that actually, the American Office.
very good, isn't
I've
it?
never seen it before.
It's very, very good.
I can't wait till we get past the first 2 seasons where it's not the same storylines as the UK one.
Aye, it's brilliant. It gets so fucking daft and funny.
That was a good segue. You like that?
Very good. I like fuck me on that one. I was close.
Yeah, what are we watching there?
It was aubergine porn. These 2 big aubergines come in to fix a washing machine. And this wee aubergine in like a schoolgirl outfit was like, my daddy won't be home for a long time. Like that's what you said. She's speaking Italian. I can't remember. And then the worst thing was, they didn't even fix the washing machine at all. In fact, quite the opposite. They didn't fix the washing machine. Bucked her. Well.
Did you have any Moulignon and tagliatelle afterwards? No.
Tagliatelle. Don't tell me that's something to do with Chinese people. See if I fucking find out you're using Italian racial slurs in this podcast on the regular. Fuck me, if I've been going into restaurants and saying the Italian word for gook, I'll be mortified.
Oh dear.
That's the name of the podcast, isn't it? It's going to have to be something to do with aubergines.
Yeah.
Aubergina Davis.
Aubergines are purple.
They are, but
Have you ever actually seen, like, when I was in America, my cousin grows them in America, and and they are so, I know, they are so black.
was he in the stem cells or something? How black? They're so black. How black are they? When you go to them on street corners, what are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell? They have to grow them out of 2 mother plants because the father plant fucked off. Is that what you're going to tell me now? Is that
What is happening?
when you're sending them to the shops, they wrap themselves. Is that what you're going to say? Is it?
What is actually happening?
How black are they? How black are the aubergines?
When you cut them, they're white on the inside. They are
When
very.
you cut them, the deep on the police.
They're one of those. They're one of those. They're one of those. Do you know we've talked about this before about a pint of Guinness? That when you look at a pint of Guinness, it's not actually black. If you really held it up to light, you'll see like a red colouring through it. That's the same with aubergine. You'll see a purple, and you know if you look close enough.
But Italians are dicks then.
But Italians are dicks.
Yeah, fucking specks.
Yeah, they
What
are.
is there any racial slurs for Italians?
Guineas?
Is Guinea? I thought Guinea's just white guys. What's that going on here?
A Guinea or a WAP?
No. There's a song about that. That's not Italian boys at all.
W-O-P, I do believe.
Oh, right, okay.
Again, check out for James. I don't know what that. I know that. Yeah, a Guinea or a WAP.
I need to take my hand off my hip account. I got full.
I never got the Guinea thing. I don't know what that is about. I don't know why. Yeah. But,
From the
do you remember even in Godfather they would say, "I don't care about you Guineas coming over." You know. That's,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Well, Guineas was a currency. What was it?
Was it? Maybe I don't know what.
No, it was Guinea. It was a coin. Like, bring me the boy. I'll give you 2 guineas.
I'm a bit of.
Unless they'd bring a boy over, there'd be 2 Italian lads standing. The fuck are we doing? Hey, Marco, the fuck are we doing over here? He brought a fucking boy over and I'm standing here with this English prick. The fuck's going on? I feel like a fucking aubergine over here.
Joe Pesci be raging.
I can't do Joe Pesci when they can see me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll just stick to that guy.
Oh, okay. Now you've really confused me.
I know, I'm confused as fuck.
What do
I told you,
What do you mean?
for anybody...
What do you mean if they can see you?
Because the Joe Pesci thing only works and you can hear the voice and you can see that it's not me.
Also,
Or
all
not
the
him.
time, before video, everybody believed we had Joe Pesci in. And then it's, we don't
Well,
break
no,
the
but
illusion.
it would just embody the character in a way that they would go, I bet you that is him.
Oh, right, okay, yes. Okay.
I often think people would sit at home listening to this going, Mickey Bartlett probably does know Joe Pesci. He lives alone.
He sounds so like him.
Do you know what I mean? He's been in a casino. He's not a bad fella. Likes pizzas. Guarantee you, Mickey Bartlett met Joe Pesci on Find Me the Funny. Why wouldn't he? Sure, he knows Barry the Blender. Who else do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Probably your cousin Vinny.
Aye.
Aye.
Fucking, do you know what I mean?
No, some do.
Great
show.
Great show. Very good show. Who got nominated for an Oscar in My Cousin Vinny?
Marisa Tomei.
Did you? She's alright as well.
Still alright. Spider-Man's auntie.
Oh,
And I would fling my web at her.
I am telling you.
There would be plasma.
Oh,
Shot from the wrist.
Aunt May get off me. You Aunt May brace yourself.
So yes, I don't know. James can't find it there. We done. Maybe it is. Yeah. What is? It didn't say what it's for. No, just it is a slur. Okay. Yeah. So what?
To Guinea, Wap and Guinea.
Guinea and Wap. Yeah. That's the Italian.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What other countries have slurs? Because obviously with Chinese people, Chinese people are the gooks. But then the Americans would use that for everybody.
For any Asian person.
Any Asian person.
And then we are the patties in the mix.
Patties in the mix, which is a nightmare. Me and my dad go through an airport. That fucking nightmare.
Yeah, patties mix. Well, English obviously just cunts.
Is there any for English? For like English people?
I don't. Oh, limey. Yeah,
Limey. Dave should be the one. I think it should be.
Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave.
Bunch of fucking Daves coming over here. Oh, Dave, mate, my name's Dave. It's my boy Dave and my wife Dave. It's Dave. My little sister Dave. My dog's called Dave. Do you know what TV station I like watching?
Go.
Dave. Not Jarvu, because Brexit means Brexit. Yeah, now right, Dave. It's fucking right, Dave. Yeah, Dave, mate. Fucking Dave. Yeah.
We horn there, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So limey is thing. And jocks, obviously for the Scottish.
Scottish people. Sheepshaggers for Welsh.
Welsh.
They just get.
Well, no, they're taffs.
Are the Welsh or the Taffs? I thought Taff was what Welsh people called English people.
No, they
I'm
are.
learning so much today, now.
Do you know what I learned all this?
Where?
By working in an Irish bar in London, where all the different groups then all called each other names. So the Taffs were being called by the jocks. And
Gotcha.
So, but a limey is a very American thing. Limeys aren't called. We don't call them limeys, obviously, or anything like that. But Americans call anybody British limeys. Yeah.
Do you think do any sort of obviously there's cracker, they're like a collective term for the whites,
Yeah.
for the round eyes.
Yeah.
That's not we were.
I don't know. My eyes haven't been round since the Great Drought of 07.
Oh, that's true.
I've had a very Asian look about me.
When I hang around about me is my fucking belly. Is there another racial term for whites?
Again,
There's bound to have loads, just not telling us.
that's that'd have to be American based, wouldn't they, or they'd have to be African based?
There's
nobody coming up with white based slurs in Ireland. They're sectarian based. Or whatever,
Not now, but give it now a couple of years.
You have tags and huns and all that crack, but there's no actual. The white people aren't making up other names for other white people.
There's a great bit of stand up Bill Burr has where he talks about. It's about 10 years ago, but he talks about the. Movies that have like white guilt involved in them.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, he goes through the whole list. Like, it started off with Roots, and then it was it's always the same. Like a white person moves into a black area, and it's always like a groovy teacher. And then all of a sudden they put a do rag on the teacher, and he's right. And he's like, they never show you a movie that like doesn't work out. The guy's just like walking over with broken glass. It's like, you can't help these people. But he says
Dangerous Minds, remember Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah. He goes, there's a great bit about because I think there's a movie where it got up to like the first all black swim team,
Right.
And he's like, it's all the way down to swimming now. Like they're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
And like the trailer's like, they were the first all black swim team. Get out of the pool. But there's a bit where he says, why aren't there more? Why don't they show in movies the different like stereotypes black people have for white people, right? And he goes like, what are the few of them? Like, what, have head lice? Smell like wet dogs, and you hear the audience going, "Fuck, he knows." And then he does the trailer. He's like, "They were the first all-black ping pong team. You're gonna steal the paddles? Yeah, wash your hair, motherfucker." I feel like it got weird because I was trying to be funny about race. I don't mean to, I hope you're not freaking out. You freaking out because I said mooling? No, I feel like it got weird there. I feel weird.
I'm just loving the fact that yeah. I'm just loving the fact that over the years of the Joe Pesci impersonations, how many times did you say it without knowing what it was?
I had no idea. That's the worst bit. Like, at least whenever I'm using racist slurs, I'm doing it ironically because people know I'm not actually racist. But when I fucking didn't know that it was for eggplant,
they're not getting them. They're not getting the memo.
I hadn't a notion. Yeah. Bastards. Like, that's not even fucking dead on. Like, that is a rude one. Like, that's a proper fucking.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Like, because an eggplant's an object. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least an N-word is still a person.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Well, N-word comes from the colour.
No, that'll be a B word.
No.
He noted me as if I didn't know what I was saying there. James was like, no, Mickey, they mean the word Negro. That's what he means. No.
Negro, isn't it? Is the official colour, is it?
That's why I always find it weird ordering that fucking Gato Negro. It's Black Cat wine.
Right.
But every time I see the shop, I'm on, boys, now come on. El Gato Negro's lives matter. Sick. And then I sneeze because I'm allergic to cats.
And then there's other boys who just love walking around the office and just saying on top of their voice.
Aye.
They're not even buying it, they just want to say it.
Exactly. And they don't even say Negro.
Actual racism.
What's that there? Give us a bottle of that there fucking darky Sauvignon there. Give us a bottle of that fucking Pinot Moulay. Not Pinot Gringo. Grigio. Well, it's all the same.
That's another.
That's another white one. That's Gringo, yeah.
Gringo, yeah.
Which again, didn't know that at the time.
Is that right? You thought it was a slur against Mexicans?
I was running about Spain, shouting it all left, right, and centre, thinking I was doing a bit of damage, slagging myself off. Well, I wasn't slagging me off. I was red by the time I got off the plane.
Yeah, it is. Everybody has I suppose, a term or a name, don't they? I mean, there's slurs, if you want to call them, for every category.
I remember one time
you can go to every category, like of big teeth, bald, big ear. There's a nickname that's associated with all those categories. But I'm trying to go away from like race or religion or orientation.
I remember there's
always a name. There's a collective thing you could slap head. Obviously,
I've told this story definitely on this podcast before. I remember going into high school and there was a Muslim guy and a fucking Catholic guy slagging each other off in the toilets, right? And there were, I don't know how older they were. I was 11, and do you know how anybody over the age of 13 looked like a man?
Yeah.
So even the women in my school, but one of them, they were slagging each other off, and one of them used the P word. The white fella used the P word against the Asian fella. And the Asian fella called him...
It took me a second to think. I was going, okay, Pascal?
The Asian fella called the white fella a Fenian fuck or something like that. Right, and the two of them laughed about how they were having like a... Yes. Ha ha ha, isn't it funny that we're mates were slagging each other off?
Yes.
And I remember like standing and being like, and my mama told me there'd be days like... And the two of them turned around and saw me look and went, the fuck you look like a fat cunt? And I was like, right on, gang! Because we're all white on the inside, just like aubergines. Years from now, I learned that, it says, fellas. Not now, you can't explain these now, because I'm only 11. But in about 25 years, I'll be talking to my friend in a studio with a fucking spot on my nose and no skin on my hands, thinking, fuck me, could be worse. I could be calling somebody a moolah. Can't watch Moulin Rouge anymore.
Oh, there's no...
The remade Mulan, not watching that.
There's no Hulu with fucking...
Can't eat eggplant parm. Why they call it the middleman, just call it Mooley parm? Because Mooley parm sounds like how a deaf fella would talk about the place that your cousin grows the things in America. If he was racist. If he's a racist Italian, we gotta go to Mooley parm. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, that's not right.
I didn't say it was right.
It's just true.
It's not true at all. Fucking, we're getting this cancelled. Isn't race funny though? It really like racism is such a fucking, obviously it's fucking horrible, and I've never really been on the receiving end of it. apart from being Irish ginger and called Mick. But
well, again, we talked about this.
When you're staring down the barrel of World War III, a couple of bad words isn't going to hurt anybody. Like.
The difference between we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but there is a big difference between racism, sectarianism, and xenophobia. But sometimes it's all lumped together into one thing. But like we know a bit about discrimination. But we also know a wee bit about
I think everybody likes to think they've got discriminated against, though, don't they?
I think so. Well, I don't know. I don't.
Like, I think if you talk to a working class Catholic and a working class Protestant in Northern Ireland now, they'd both think they're on the receiving end of a load of shite.
They would, but one would.
If they would just climb that peace wall and have a chat, they'd understand religion is a lie.
But
Jesus never existed. The Pope's a pedo.
The Black Pope.
The Mooley Pope.
They have.
The Eggplant Pope. The Popagine.
There is a series, right?
In the name of the Father, motherfucker.
Whenever I always ask,
which is how my American mate talks about that movie with Donald Ellis. Nothing racist about that.
I always wonder about like what is racism, right? Seriously. So what would you class?
You need a slideshow.
No, I don't mean that.
I think this is an episode of The Office.
No. I mean, when I say what is, I mean, because like, remember what I just said? So there's racism, sectarianism, xenophobia.
Yeah.
So there's 3 different types. So race is, so how, like I genuinely, and I know somebody somewhere, especially on Twitter, would go, oh, there's white privilege talking or whatever. I would genuinely say, I'm not racist.
Yes, I agree.
In my lifetime, but then again, I start questioning, going, well, have I? How do I know I haven't been? Right. And that is a question you have to ask yourself. Going, like so.
But that's how you know you're not racist, because you've asked.
Well, yeah, you've asked the question. But I mean,
a racist doesn't.
I genuinely have thought about this because I want to make sure, obviously, that number one, that I haven't been all the rest. But you start thinking about it and going, well, through my primary school years, so through the 80s, like my biggest heroes were Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy, and Richard Pryor.
Sex offenders.
Leave Eddie alone. So Richard's not leaving. And Michael's not either.
Could be claimed that Richard was.
Stop.
A lot of
a lot of talk. But do you know what I mean? So they were people I idolized and wanted to be like. And then I'm going, but
and then you blackface and realise that was racist.
But surely a racist would. This is what I'm trying to get my mind into the mind of a racist. Yeah. Surely a racist would go, well, I'm not going to watch anything they're in. Or I'm not going. Is that, you know what I mean? What is racist in that sense? Is it going like if you're a racist and you hate black people, do you avoid everything to do with black people that are in it, whether it's a movie or music or like? Yeah. That's what I mean by what is racism. What level? Like I mean, this is a weird fucking thing. I know. No. I'm going to tell you.
It's making a hole for both of us because.
Well, You're getting very uncomfortable, but I'm loving this because I genuinely think
I think it's interesting.
Discussions has to have about like there are serious racial problems in the world.
Yeah,
and then we contribute to them in a way. But I'm wondering, like, did you ever in your life say anything racist to somebody? Did you ever attack somebody because of the colour of their skin? Did you ever say any,
yeah.
And then you go further now and go, did you ever think anything? Because, you know what I mean? You do have to question yourself. But I remember, this is so weird, this is how I found out about that I didn't really think about race until I got older, was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Do you remember that film?
Yeah.
So I watched that film and I think it was 93 or something, 94. So I was 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. And in the film, now again, when you get older and you understand history and you understand what they were talking about, because
you realise Robin Hood couldn't have an American accent.
It couldn't have happened, as it did. But number one, they started with the Crusades and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So in it, there's a scene in it where Morgan Freeman's chatting to a child. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. And
he talks about his face being painted.
Right. Yeah. Face being painted. Right. So as a 12-year-old watching that, when they said your face, I thought they meant the wee black dots.
I thought that too.
So that to me was like, I didn't get the context of anything of you are different than that person. The only difference I seen in you and Kevin Costner was the dots.
Yeah.
So I wasn't seeing skin colour, and I was older going, oh, they were talking about because he was black.
Me as well, yeah.
So I thought it was his wee, the wee birthmarks. I was like, fuck's sake. So then I was like, fuck. how mad is that I
Didn't even see it?
didn't even see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see him being any way different. His skin was painted.
But yeah, that's the thing about like racism's definitely a taught or stroke learned.
Oh, you're learned. Oh,
like
yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
because there's
Absolutely. Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever heard anybody say something racist was there was two black guys in my primary school, two twins, and this sounds like I'm making a joke. You literally couldn't tell them apart.
Yeah,
like they were fucking identical twins.
Because they're
Now, at the
twins?
same time, yeah. But I mean, like you couldn't even go. That's Gary.
Yeah.
But it was the same. There was two other twins, two girl twins who were crackers, and I couldn't tell them apart either because it was 7, right? Yeah. But I remember one of them dropped a crisp on the ground and picked it up and ate it, right? And we were like, "You're not meant to do it. You want to bless it." And somebody went, "Oh no, they all do that." And I was like, I remember at the time being like, "Bro, I'm too young to
But I
hear
know,
that,
yeah.
and you're definitely too young to fucking say."
Yeah.
I remember at 7 going, "Who told you that?" Like, you're so full of shit.
And yeah, and that's the other thing too. That I love meeting people here now who are, social justice warriors are really on the campaign. And I know in their lifetime they've told Ethiopian jokes.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot sit there and go, "I have never." So after me saying I've never been racist, but I mean, again, this is a weird thing. Those jokes weren't about being black; it was about poverty.
Yeah.
Which is even fucking worse.
Yeah.
I mean, you had famine on
Plus,
and there was jokes you made about it. It was weird.
as a comedian, we often find.
But were there jokes about poverty because they were black? That's the thing, there's.
Aye, but I think as well depends on why you're telling, because some people tell jokes knowing they're bad. Like for example, all those racial stereotypes used. I've only done those because I know.
Yeah,
we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, because we're comedians.
So yeah, the difference is you and me telling an Ethiopian joke, we're going, "That's fucking terrible," and you have a wee laugh. Somebody fucking screaming it.
Yeah, gathering everybody around.
Yeah.
As a party piece. Yeah, that's the
That's the difference.
Well, are we adding irony to it then by highlighting that when you hear this joke and how awful it is, even though I don't know. I think so.
I think like jokes are often used because I will sort of try to defend the idea of just trying to be funny about something as opposed to being offensive about something.
Yeah. Which, should be the golden
Do you know what I mean? So
number one rule, yeah.
And again, I've never had a joke like that told about me. So, do you, like, for example, if we had a fucking black guy here and went here, how would you feel if somebody told the joke about Ethiopians?
Yeah.
And that person was like, "I find it very offensive." You'd be like, "Oh, fuck, okay."
And I know obviously you can't, there are things that get, sometimes you go to gigs, like we don't get, obviously, thankfully, we live in a very decent society, so we don't, I've never witnessed, I witnessed one guy being racist on stage, and it was an open micer who never got a chance to go on stage again, like really bad, talking like, I wouldn't even repeat the stuff he was saying, but like I remember being in the audience going, "Do you actually," this is only about 3-4 years ago, I remember looking at him going, "Do you actually think," but then we realised then that he might have had mental health issues and all the rest, things coming, but that would explain it.
I once saw a guy ask a Muslim if he flew airplanes.
Oh, brilliant.
From a stage, like.
Fuck me. That is brutal.
And that was, I think that's one of the very few times that I've been like, like.
And then there is a thing too, right, of...
And again, this guy was thick as shit.
And this is back to my thing of, like, what is racism, is like, there's racism, and then because there's overt racism, and then there's sort of covert racism, and you've got the sort of the jokes people would tell to their friends but they wouldn't say in public, that all that sort of shit. And to be honest, WhatsApp groups are kind of like that. Not for racism, but for like sexual things or for like murders or things like that. There's things you'd share in a WhatsApp group that would never be shared elsewhere. There's things, especially men's groups, and that's never going to change. I'm sorry, as much as we want it to change, that's just the way it is. And that's not to say it's right, but it's there's two different types in that. There's topics that will be okay. Like if you couldn't put a video that some of the Paddy McDonald videos, for instance, on Facebook, because they'd be taken down because they're too graphic or there's things in it that shouldn't be seen. But shared amongst WhatsApp, it's just been shared.
We shouldn't say Paddy McDonald videos because all he does is he's forwarded messages a couple of times.
Yeah, it just so happens that he knows all the fucking nutters in West Belfast who send him stuff. Like he's not making the videos. Like,
sometimes you get forwarded a video and you think to yourself, which group of friends do I have that will laugh at this?
Yeah,
because sometimes you just want the attention.
Because it's not like you going, "Oh, look at this because I love this," or "Look at this because I agree with this." It's like, "Look at this because I want to shock you," or it's not like that. But what I'm saying is, there's that sort of, it's it's covert almost, like it's hidden.
Yeah,
So then
it's a safe space for fucking debauchery.
Yeah, but I've never, in all the years of being in WhatsApp groups, I've never, and maybe it's just the group of people I hang about with, but I've never seen anything racist been said of.
See, that's but I dare say there's certainly people
probably
who,
other groups.
There's loads of them.
Yeah.
There's bound to be people who will see something like that in a WhatsApp group and think it's perfectly fine to just shout it out in a pub or bring it up at a dinner table or say it to a person of colour or whatever different creed, race or whatever and go, you do, don't just. Like there are thick people like that. Like, absolutely.
And there are other thick people who think that they're doing good. I remember saying sometime at an event, a community event, and I said, regardless of race, colour or creed, and one was like, you can't say colour. I was like, what? She goes, you can't say colour. People are coloured. And I was like, I didn't say coloured. I says race, colour or creed.
Aye.
She goes, yeah, you said colour. I was like, that's not what it means. And like the skin.
But that's the other side of the argument. You go, how do you ask for paint?
But I'm saying that.
No. Do you know what I mean? If you are fucking teaching your child how to colour in, how do you tell them they're doing that? That's somebody being a fucking idiot.
No,
that's somebody being a spastic.
No. I think you're missing the point.
Okay, maybe I am.
Race is covered for colour doesn't mean skin.
Oh yeah. You don't need the colour bit of there, do you?
Oh, you do.
You do.
Because colour stands for class. Oh fuck, we should just wrap it on.
Colour or colour?
Colour.
Right.
As in the colour.
So as in blue colour, white colour?
Back in Roman days, if you were an elder or an elite, as we call them today,
wore purple.
They would have a different colour than the rest of toga or sash that they wore on their toga. So regardless of your race, which is your skin colour, your class, which is the colour of toga you wear, or your creed, which is your religion, race, colour or creed. But this woman, like you, was like, well, you can't say colour. I
didn't say you couldn't say it. I just thought that you've covered it with race. I meant in the sense that colour doesn't need to be there. Colour in the sense you've already covered it.
That's what's.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like the way I was looking at it, it's like as if you were going, no matter your race, colour, creed, or religion. I mean, you've already covered it.
Translated in the middle of a
You can cut that down. It's like Derry, Londonderry. Just use the second bit. Everybody knows what you mean.
It's like naan bread.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's just bread.
Here, man, you can't talk about naan bread. You weren't there.
That is it. We do that. Naan is Indian for bread. So we call it bread. It's like.
And I am learning an awful lot today.
What's the other one? Wagyu beef.
It's just beef.
Wagyu is Japanese for cow.
Yeah, prawn cracker. Prawn cracker.
Right.
Actually, nah.
Okay.
Because you shouldn't call it cracker because it's white. Is that where cracker comes from? Of course it is. It's not. It's not where cracker comes from. It's not. I just realised. I remember. Yeah. I know that one.
Do you remember?
Yeah. It's from Frank Carson. Notorious racist and owner of many a slave.
Yeah, Wagyu beef. So I was seeing that other day, and this was like, you're ordering cow beef.
Well, there's bound to be loads of those.
Oh, there's plenty of them. Yeah, we just add them together.
Hot noodle? No, it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't work. No.
Super noodle? Doesn't count. Supermarket? Nope.
But yeah. That was a really riveting talk on racism there.
Yeah, I don't think we fixed anything there. I think we just made a lot of things worse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. But it does. I think that's what the likes of this is for, isn't it? For having a discussion and chat.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day?
It's easy for us to chat in an all-white country.
Well, I also think the other day, I think we need to get new chairs because we definitely had way more intelligent chats when I could swivel and look at you.
You felt like you were in question time.
Whereas for some reason the way I'm sitting makes me feel like I'm going and all I do is try and get myself into as much trouble as possible and then go, you know I don't mean that, don't you? All I do is freak out and make it worse and worse and worse and then go, but I'm not me. I know I've used every single fucking derogatory term under the sun in the last hour.
About every race, colour, creed, religion.
Every race, colour, creed, religion or faggotry. but I don't mean it. I'm just sticks and stones will break my bones, but a word will never get you in jail. Well, mate.
Well, these days,
don't be a cunt. That's the moral of the story. Unless you're in a safe space and recording it for people to see, and you're only messing.
Love your fellow human.
Love your fellow
if you can
human.
do that,
and if you don't identify as human, fucking.
Aye, give us some fucking.
I love everybody.
Give us some lasers, will you? If you don't identify as human.
Don't be aliens.
Aye. Oh, man, I love lightsaber. Bring on the Dracos.
I haven't let go of my tits all the way through this episode.
I noticed that, and I got slightly aroused, but I didn't know what.
I wouldn't. It's not arousing. I just feel like I've got bigger ditties today.
It's just you're around me.
Period must be due.
And
They
again,
always
like,
swell.
I swear to God, today I was going to text you and go, I'm going to wear a black hoodie. And then
You can't say a black one. Thought we covered that.
put on a.
It's a personal colour hoodie.
I was going to say a million yard hoodie.
Yeah, wear an eggplant hoodie. Mooly hoodies. Now there's a brand.
That's how we missed a trick there.
Nope.
No, don't. There's no hooly and mooly.
I just feel like it. I just feel like Mooly. Nope.
No, stop. Stop.
Because Mooly hoodies are definitely white, like, and pointy. There would be one. I mean, there definitely would be. They already have them.
Here, considering it's the Italians who have that racial slur, maybe that's probably what they call it.
I fucking Italian bastards. How dare they?
What they ever do for us?
Apart from the road spaghetti,
Pizza,
Sopranos,
espresso, cappuccino,
limoncello,
Pavarotti.
yeah, the Fiat Cinquecento, mopeds. Oh, they didn't call them that. They call them scootios. No, oh my God, what's the fucking Italian name for a moped? It's not a what do you call? They had the wee name for them.
Vespa?
There we go.
Is that not the name of the company? No.
I don't know.
All right. Okay. Maybe they are. No, it's not. It's Italian.
I thought a Vespa was something that Culture wore under his t-shirt. What have you got on that? That was a Vespa.
Don't tell me that. The Vespa is the.
It was Italian. Was the first. It was.
Aye, but it's the name of the company. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not Italian for scooter, is it?
I have no idea. I think no, it's just scooter.
Yeah, and again.
Respect to the man, the gelato fan.
I was going to say
Gelato.
Gelato's another
No
one.
one. Fucking right. They can use all the racial slurs they want. Food's class, lasagna. No one.
Isn't gelato Italian for ice cream? No.
I think it is a different type of product.
Right. Okay. Didn't know that. Is it different?
There's a
Process,
slight difference in it, but I don't know what it is. I just know if you eat gelato, it's more of a kind of a. It's a different texture.
No, I know that here, yeah. But I'm saying, is the Italian word for ice cream?
I doubt it because considering that ice cream is 2 words in English, so I'm pretty sure that Italians would just say whatever the Italian is for ice, and then cream.
But then you're just
Icio creamio.
But that's
That's Spanish. Sorry,
you're just adding English to another language, and we fuck things. We add too many words to things.
grace colour creed. And,
Funny we had a couple of people here with phones. You could check it out.
if only we had a couple of people who knew the fuck they were talking about. Instead of me and you just fucking throwing shit at a wall here and hoping it's a podcast.
Let's see if it sticks. What is it?
It's Italian for scooter.
Or la motoretta. La motoretta.
That's I'll stick with scooter. Fuck it.
Stick with scooter back in the UK.
What
Right.
I don't know any. Here. Do you know what? Let's go answer some questions and then go and do something productive, like not this.
Like not this. Okay.
Aye.
Well, thank you all very much
Yeah,
for
if you enjoyed that,
today's,
what happened? How much did you smoke?
Yeah, for today's lecture on racism and how to deal with racial
Next week,
slurs.
we're going to be talking about bitches and their fannies and how it's not appropriate to call them that. Week after that will be called Don't Buck Any Childer.
It's a big gap in between.
Depends on the one.
Oh Lord!
Next week we'll have a lecture. Well, next week we'll have a lecture called "Women, Do They Have a Gooch?" Personally speaking, I don't believe they do.
Right.
My gooch is about dawn length. I've looked at many a woman and I thought there's
no goods there.
nobody's ever put a finger in my ass accidentally. Put it that way.
I have not.
No,
I have.
no, but I mean, you could very easily slip a pinky in the woman's bum just by going, "Fuck, sorry, I hit the lights off."
Oh fuck! I.
Do you know what I mean?
In the darkness,
If I designed a woman, I'd give her a bigger gooch.
I was
A
born.
big 5-footer. Just a big fucking walking distance.
But you get lost.
Do you know what I mean? A big fucking...
Like walking the plank.
No, I'm telling you, like, if you wanted... I'd for safety.
Aye.
I'd fucking fanny here. Gooch.
5 foot gooch.
Big 5-foot gooch.
There's your fucking nuclear bunker.
And an arsehole.
Get in there.
An arsehole there somewhere.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
On the top of the back.
Aye.
Right.
So they can fucking pretend.
Easy wipe.
Yeah, just. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's snowing.
Stuff, fuck's sake.
My hair's in it. Oh, fuck.
Oh, there's nuts in it.
No, I let up. My hair's in it. But big gooch. That's all I'm saying. I just don't believe that God made us in his own image. Because if he did, it would be perfect and it'd be a bigger gooch. Thumb there. Just an extra thumb here.
Just to hang things off?
Just to hang things off, just when you were stuck.
Just a plastic bag or something when you're walking home?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a bigger gooch.
Because then you can hold your phone still and have your shopping hanging off you.
Exactly, yeah. Well, a bigger gooch primarily is what we're talking about here.
Do you think God will ever have like a
I think he's got a big gooch. He hasn't given us a big gooch.
But do you think he'll ever have like a focus group asking us to come forward for ideas? Because
if I ever get the gates to heaven, St. Peter will be all, Mick, glad you're here. Place is fucking falling apart without you. Listen, I go, whoa, Peter. Before we go in there, where's the big man? He talked to him.
Not a thumb.
Quit. I need a thumb there. And a big gooch, and God will be all, what's wrong with the gooch, Mickey? And he'll be all, too short, lad. The gooch is too short. People getting shite in their genitals, fuck's sake. Bigger gooch, boy. A big gooch. Like a soap dish for shite. The bigger gooch, boy. Let me see your gooch. Go, why do you want to see my gooch? To prove a point, Lord. If I may call you that. By the way, I love you've done the beard. But bigger gooch.
As big as we can get it.
And maybe a zip.
For the collection.
A zip in the gooch. Think about how easy it would be to give birth. All you have to do is unzip your gooch and
popped out. Fucking matey.
Just a boy.
And be like a kangaroo. You can put it back in again for when it starts raining.
Aye, this is my son Joey. My daughter Zoe. Which is obviously the name of a female child kangaroo.
Child kangaroo. But I don't know if they can identify as female anymore.
They can, aye.
They can.
That's kangaroos. Don't kangaroos drink? Moe.
I think we're done.
Aye.
Maybe
we'll be back next week, but we'll write some jokes, not be so racist, and I'll think more about that big gooch idea.
I think we solved a lot of racial problems.
I think we solved it anyway.
No, we solved.
I think we definitely made it worse. I said Mooney about 4 times.
Yeah,
we've definitely proved that I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
that meant eggplant.
Yeah,
how would anybody know?
Well, you see, the thing is, if anybody listens back, Joe Pesci used to say it a lot on this podcast.
Joe Pesci says a lot in his movies. Right? But Joe Pesci's in character. It's not his fault. It's not his fault the script dictates. He has to say Mooley quite a bit.
And to be honest with you, I probably could have intervened about a year ago. But I just thought...
Here, you let that fucking original name for the brownie slide by you too. It's not my fault. Somebody stop. Listen, thanks for listening. We're sorry. See you later.
Please come back.
What's up, motherfuckers?